Okay. That was hectic. Hello guys, this is Val, and today I'm gonna talk about my career in singing, having vocal nodules. So if you want some tips and some advice, or feel like you're not the only one going through this, please keep watching. Sorry about this plant. It's very random, but I'm trying to change my backdrop, and I have a lot of crap in my room. Like, it's crazy. I'm gonna move in November.
I actually recorded this video on October. This is why the date do not match.
My room is a mess. So it's a random backdrop, but once I have my own little place, I'm gonna have it better and prettier, hopefully. Let's start with a little bit about me. I am a singer, songwriter, and music entertainer, or in parentheses, performer. I wanted to be a singer since I was little. Honestly, since Titanic came out, I don't know what year that was, but I really love the song of I Will Always Love You from Celine Dion.
How dare I? It was My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. How dare I? Let's keep on watching.
So that's how everything started in New York. I always wanted to be that and work as being a singer and performer. I started vocal training when I was 12, and from there I continued to do shows, showcase, 2-year-old. You know the scene. You know the scene. I'm sorry for my English. It is everywhere, and this is not my first language, so I apologize for this. Also, if you see something sticking out my nose, that's my nose piercing. I guess it's very long, or is it my nostrils are too big? I don't know, whichever it is, but it's not a booger, it's my nose piercing. Now I'm 26 and I'm doing full-time singing. I do some coaching. I do have a company named Mambo Cat Music. You guys can follow it. It's down the link below in my description box. And I do a lot of recording with Pink Fong, or a lot of my own music, which I am working. So it's a lot of vocal use as a singer. How did I find out about my vocal nodules?
In 2017, my dad wanted a business partner to manage Mambo Cat Music. This included the finances, the contracts, and the social marketing of the company. I also had to do my job as a performer, which is learning music, learning new dances, what a musician does. I was very excited to accept this job, and honestly, I was willing to do this and take that responsibility. I was not only working for the company, but I was also working with other bands to make extra cash, and I was coaching some students.
The only thing he wanted to do is make music. I would remember I would wake up at 5 in the morning to work out, then get ready, and during the day do all the marketing, all the emails, and then at night I will have 2 gigs or 1, depending of how much money I wanted. I guess you can say that, because money really drove me to this.
By November 2018, I believe I noticed a lot of voice changes, which that included loss of mixed voice and falsettos. Since my lifestyle was very different and I wasn't taking care of my body, I also started pushing my voice because I couldn't hit certain notes and using bad technique, which by that time I was very ignorant and didn't understand what to do when voice feels fatigued. I went to 3 different ENTs, but the last ENT was the chosen one.
So I went to the 3rd ENT, and he found that I had 2 small bumps in my vocal folds. And on top of that, I had a lesion on my left or right side. I remember that day was horrible for me. I cried a lot when I found out about my voice. Your instrument is so important, and any musician can tell you that. It's your life. And when I found out that my voice was hurt, it was a downfall for me. I know a lot of singers that are going through nodules, and you shouldn't be ashamed of this shit. Sorry for my bad language, but you shouldn't be ashamed. If you have nodules, be open about it, because this is your voice that we're talking about. After that visit, I started doing a lot of life changes. I changed my diet completely. I minimized the drinking coffee, so now it will be once a day, but it will be in the morning. So I basically cut out anything that had to put weight on my voice. Teaching did put weight on my voice because it was always talking and always singing, so that I cut out. Alcohol, I don't drink at all before gigs now. Not even 1 cup of wine. Honestly, it really did affect with my body. It did affect my voice. And the diet, like I told you, diet and sleep. So anything that put weight, I cut that out. And I was just editing, so I wanted to add that here. All the stress that I had throughout my life, I just I let go. Because stress does affect your voice enormously. The doctor did tell me you don't have to stop your lifestyle. You can still sing, you can still do what you want, go to vocal therapy. He also recommended steroid injection, but for him and I, it was preferably not to do it. If we wanted everything to be more organic. I believe in energies a lot, so whatever you put your mind into, it will come for real, like 100%. So I decided that nothing happened, you know, it's like starting all over new, and I started all over new. I wanted to get in depth a little bit with my lifestyle and the medical history, so I can give you some tips and that you can still live the lifestyle that you want as long as it's balanced. A little disclaimer, I am no doctor. I'm just going to give you some tips that has helped me and helped me throughout living with this condition. Tip number 1, diet. Try to avoid acid reflux. Anything that gives you acid reflux, try to avoid it and get away from it. Diet is very important, and even though we do get out of gigs at night and we want to eat unhealthy, or because the only thing that's open is fast food, then yeah, of course our diet is gonna suck, but let's try to have a better balanced diet. Tip number 2, so try to avoid caffeine. Don't overdo it. Do drink 1 cup of coffee every morning if you want, but don't do 3 venti iced coffees. It's gonna be very bad for you. Like I told you, it does give you acid reflux, so I will try to avoid that. And also alcohol. You will see a lot of singers that they drink and they gig and they're normal and whatever, but honestly, if you're having this difficult condition, try to minimize the alcohol. Do it like on the days that you're not gigging, or do it on the days that you're not gigging. Tip number 3 is exercise or do liberating activities. What do I mean by liberating activities? It's things that are gonna take you out of the stress mode, things that are gonna take you out of the anger mode. Emotional distress really affects your voice, so we wanna keep everything, again, balanced and live a very healthy life. Tip number 4, sleep. So I know everyone keeps telling everyone else sleep is important, sleep is important. Yes, sleep is important. I usually sleep 6 to 8 hours a day. That's if I could sleep 8 hours a day. I try to do a lot of tasks during the day, so that's why I'm like, I probably sleep 6 to 7 hours. But sleep really did help me reduce the fatigue of my voice. Tip number 5. Cut out anything that puts weight on your voice. What do I mean by that? Stress, teaching jobs, smoking, and talking in loud environments. Honestly, since I don't drink anymore, I mean, I do drink when I go out on trips or stuff like that, but when I don't drink and I go out with my girls and I'm in a very loud environment, the next day I'm gonna wake up hoarse. So I try to avoid that now. I try to go a little in bars that I could hear everyone, or restaurants that I could hear everyone. I am not a party girl anymore. I mean, it was fun and all, but honestly, my voice is so important that I stopped doing that. Tip number 6. This one is very important because you need to listen to your body. So listen to your body. If possible, take a week break, 2 weeks, whatever you can. If you want to take a day job so you won't have to sing at night, and then in 2 weeks then go back to singing. Honestly, taking a break on using your voice is so important, and this helped me a lot during COVID. Like I told you, I did get some of my range back. It is way better than what it was 2019. So yeah, take a break. Tip number 7. This one might be a little bit difficult, especially if you're in a band. I would change the key of the tunes. I know a lot of vocalists want to belt, want to give their 100%, but honestly, let that ego go and change the key, because if you're doing gigs 4 times a week, 5, honestly, there's going to be a point that your voice is going to be like, hey, can you stop? So I would change the key of the tunes, or try to avoid the tune. Change your whole set list, replace them with another tunes that are in your comfortable range, and yeah. And that is all. Hopefully these tips will help you, and this story was understanding or understandable. I don't know which word to use. This is my first time doing a video talking to the camera and not singing, so it's very awkward. See, what really motivated me to do this video was seeing Jessie J struggle with something similar. I also read that she did take a break, and once the nodules were out, and once she came back to sing it, it's like they came back in. Like, it is something that everyone struggles. Don't be shy to speak about it. Just like mental illness, don't be shy to speak about it, because it's important for people to know. If they don't understand, then it wasn't your place to be. And go somewhere that they would understand and appreciate you no matter what you're going through. Like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions or any questions, or you want to share your story, because I would love to share your story through here, please don't be shy. Or if you don't want me to share, that's fine, and just talk about it with me. Awesome. Thank you so much for listening to this whole video. And also, don't forget to check out all the videos that I have of me singing. I would really appreciate the support. I will see you guys in another video or another time. Peace out.